In the metals quadrant, looking at a recovery rally in gold. The July gold contract recovered from last week's lows to finish up over 1% on the week. This is the third session higher for gold, but it is still flirting with some decent resistance. By the way, it's the third session higher in the last 5. The high today was 23.5230. That was up 1.48%. And the low today, 23.1670, which was only down 0.6% from yesterday's settlement of 23.18. We finished the session on or near the highs, so a pretty strong day for gold. Now, more poor economic data in the U.S. pushed rates down again, although not dramatically. Today we have the University of Michigan consumer expectations and current conditions, and inflation expectations on top of that. First, consumer expectations or consumer confidence was down at 67.6, the lowest since November of last year, and current conditions were at 62.5, a 10-month low. Inflation expectations, however, were higher on the 5-year forward look and unchanged on the 10-year, 3.1 and 3 on the 5-year and 3.3 on the 10-year. Those are percentage numbers. This is very negative consumer data pointing to a possible change in consumer behavior and leading the market down the path of rate cuts by the Fed again, which is a tailwind for gold. We also had some news from the BRICS country, which of course is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Demand for gold from BRICS nations could continue to increase. BRICS foreign ministers attended a conference with developing countries in the Russian city of Novgorod and pledged to continue to improve their solidarity. One key part of their set of goals is establishing their own currency or unit, what they call it, and that's supposedly supported 60% by BRICS nations' currencies and 40% supported by gold. So the more they move in a direction and seem to become successful, the more demand there should be from gold from these emerging nations. So we're going to keep an eye on that long term.